Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. At this point, I'm tired of saying David is not here with me. Whenever he has the time to come on here, he's going to be here. So I just want to stop saying David is not here with me. Anyways, as you can already tell by the title, today we will talk about a couple of things that I am leaving behind and a couple of new things that I'm taking with me, and some of them I will continue with them into this new year. So it's just a video that I've seen people doing around, and I'm like, First of all, if you're new to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe before leaving. If you like our videos, please give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to share your thoughts with us in the comment section. So let's get into this video. This is something I've dealt with ever since I don't know when. I tend to procrastinate a lot. I tend to say, oh, I'm going to do this, and I end up not doing them. So I'm just like, okay, that's something that I have to manage. It doesn't take a day to actually just wake up and say, procrastination, stop, this is the end of it, da 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 da. It's something that you have to walk your way towards it. I have developed towards the end of 2021, I developed a way to like put myself out of it. I come up with, well, not me by myself, but David and I decided to get like a journal, something like this. It says best year ever, and it says 2021 2022, and I started using this, and it was helping me. It gives me each day, every day I write down like, okay, what are my tasks, what are my to do task for the day. It has Monday, it has Tuesday, and we got this from Walmart, and it has like really good words. It says you are capable of amazing things. With every month you get like the saying for that month, and here you have like stickers. If you complete a task, you give yourself stickers. So we started writing what we're supposed to do each day. Like at the end of each day, we write down what we're supposed to do the next day. That way you just schedule yourself and know, okay, tomorrow I have this phone call to make, tomorrow I have to go to work. This has really helped me. But then when I went to Cameroon, I didn't take this with me, so I ended up not doing the whole of December. And when I got back, I didn't get back into it. I just picked it up for this video, and it just inspired me to get back on it, because I've been saying, oh, I have to start writing. I actually started writing in my phone. Like I'll do my notes, I'll go into my notes and write Saturday. Like if it's Friday, I'll write down Saturday to-do list, and I'll write down the stuff, because I have my phone every day. So I started doing it on my phone, and it's just almost not practical, because I'm more of like a book and pen kind of person. So I'm like, okay, it's not working doing it on the phone. I have to go back to doing it in my book. So that's what I'll be doing from today. Actually, we already talked about what I'm leaving and what I'm taking with me. Okay, let's talk about the next thing. Being there for everyone all the time and putting myself last. It has gotten to the point where I displease myself. I end up forgoing my own important stuff just to make other people happy. I end up living it almost feels like I'm not living my own life, and I'm living other people's life. And that as well, I have been managing towards, I think towards the end of last year was a point of realization for me, where I was like, okay, I have to be a little bit selfish, not completely, but I have to realize that you cannot make yourself available to everybody every time, because at the end of the day, you cannot make time for your own personal growth, for your own self, just to have your own time to yourself, to think, to do stuff, to grow. So that I'm trying to like cut down on. Okay, I cannot be there for everyone every time they need me. It's okay to say no. That's something I'm learning. It's okay to say no, I cannot. It's okay to say no, I'm not available. It's okay to say sorry, I'm busy. Like, it's okay to say no and not even have a reason why you're saying no. You can explain yourself if you choose to, but it's okay to just say no, I can't, and leave it there. Because sometimes you just, even if you're not busy, you just want to have your own time to yourself. So that's something I'm learning. I used to feel so bad telling people no, and I go out of my way, I go the extra mile, and it cost me some, it takes away my own time, and I don't think I want to do that as much. I'm still going to be the same person that I am, be nice to everybody and stuff, but I'm still going to say no at some point and put me first, basically. The third thing that I'll be leaving behind me is being my biggest critic. It's okay to criticize yourself. It's okay to say, oh, you're not doing this right, you're not doing this right. But this makes me a little bit emotional, because when I was growing up, at some point in my life, maybe when I was like 13, 14, I remember my elder sister telling me, you have inferiority complex. And I was so mad. Like, why would you tell me I have inferiority complex? Da, 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 da. She says you think less of yourself, and she was right. She was right. I had to accept that at some point in my life, that yes, I was suffering from inferiority complex, and it's something that is hard to like just take it away, because it's a feeling that you keep telling yourself. It's like an inner voice that keep telling you, okay, you're not good enough, okay, you're not what you're doing is not right, okay, others are better than you, you have to do it like other people to be approved, you have to be like them, and you can never be like them. Like, I had those voices in my head growing up, and I had to talk myself out of it to be a confident person. And I was able to get over the whole inferiority complex thing, don't get me wrong, but it got to the point where, okay, now I want to be too perfect to where I criticize myself a lot. Take, for example, when it comes to like filming YouTube videos, I cannot tell you how many videos we have done and ended up not posting just because we're like, is it good, is it going to be nice, is it this, is it that? Sometimes you just have to let it go and let it be. We're like, and it ends up with me, no babe, the video is this, no babe, look at this, no this, no that, no that, no that, oh no, we're not posting this. And I just end up deleting the video and starting a new video. And sometimes we film a video like 3 times before we can get the right one to actually post. And I'm like, why do I have to do this to myself? Maybe the first time was just me being me, and that's who I want people to know. I don't want to be all polished. I don't want to be all straight. I don't want to be somebody else. So it's just like, okay, I'm going to stop doing that. Like, for example, today I thought about this video. I'm like, is it even necessary? Is it, what do I want to come here and talk about? Like, okay, if I sit down and talk, how many people are going to watch? Nobody's going to care. I was just telling myself all these things, and I'm like, just go ahead and post it. Just go, if that's what you want to do, go ahead and do it. Like, I tell myself all the negative things in my head to stop me from doing something. I criticize myself even before I do those things, and that's something that I'm working on. Like I said, a lot of the things I'm talking about now, I came to the realization that these are things that I have to stop doing them towards the end of last year, and I'm bringing it into the new year to help me. So those are like the 3 main things that I feel like I have to work on. And there's some more like important things that I really will not talk about in this video, just for personal reasons. But those are 3 things that I feel like a lot of people deal with in their day-to-day life, and sometimes just talk about it. You never know wants to hear that, okay, they're not alone. There's somebody going through the same thing and also working towards putting a stop or putting an end to the things that they don't really want to be a part of them. Let's talk about the things I've taken with me to 2022. The things that I have started, the habits that I have started that I'm excited about. First of all, well, I talked about my journal. I started that and it's working for me. I like it. At the end of the day, if I didn't complete a task, maybe because of time constraint or because I forgot, well, I'll hardly ever forget because I keep the journal with me all the time. Maybe because of time constraint, most likely I push it forward to the next day. So I don't want it to extend, to stretch too long. Enough about my journal. The next thing I'm doing this 2022, reading. Like, I love reading. And for those of us that let me not say Africans, let me not generalize, let me say Cameroonians. Those of us that did history in secondary school and high school, we read to pass the GCE. You did economics, you had to read. You did history, you had to read. You did philosophy. I'm putting my business out, but yeah, we read books just to pass. But now it's time to read books that will impact your life, and you cannot finish a small book. This is me. Actually, this is my second book. I already finished the first one. Let me get it. So, okay, I'm back. So my first book for this year was If You Only Had 6 Months to Live, What Would You Do? So this is the book. I got this from, did I get this? Yeah, from Amazon. And I'm done reading this. I don't know how many pages this was. 179 pages. And I read through this really fast because a lot of it you had to write down some stuff. Actually sit down and write down. It's like a way of evaluating your life. It's a little bit scary because the book talks about, okay, if you had 3 days to die, if you had 1 hour to die. I'm like, why do you keep talking about death? But this book is like a call for like you to examine your life and see the things that you did that you like, the things that you want to change, the things that you can change. It's a little bit too scary for me, but I enjoyed the activities. Like, it was just like, I'm not dying, stop talking about death. So the book was good, but not too exciting, not my kind of book. The second book, this one is You Are a Badass, asterisk, that's what it means. But it says How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living Awesome Life by Jen Sincero. I don't know if I butchered the name, but yeah, this is a really nice book, guys. I would recommend. I'm starting to read and I'm liking it. I'm enjoying the book. It's giving me life. It's making me realize so many things. And I read something in this book that I want to talk about. If you are depressed, you're living in the past. If you are anxious, you're living in the future. If you are at peace, you're living in the present. Think about it. I'll leave you guys with that. Just to round this video and tell you guys that generally speaking, this 2022, I just want to be a better me. I want to be the best of me. I want to look back by the end of the year and say, yes, that was me. That was all me. That was truly me. That's who I want to be like. I want to embrace me and just be this is so selfish. It sounds so selfish, but yeah, like I've lived my entire how many years of my life and not putting me first. So this year I want it to be me and the people around me, family. Like I want to keep my circle like really small. In the past, I've had a lot of friends. I've had so many people around me, but now I'm like very protective of my energy. I've discovered that I really don't do well with negativity and bad energy. Like I will literally walk out of the room if I sense some bad energy coming from the people around. So I'm really keeping my circle like really, really small. That I've managed to do it in the past year, just 1 year or two, to keep my space really small, and it's working for me. Like it just feels nice to just have a small group of people that have the same energy as you do, and it just makes life a lot more easy. Like it takes away all the extra drama, it takes away, it's almost, some people say, oh Gillian, you're living in isolation. Please, it's not isolation. I hate negative energy. Like I hate it. So I try to keep the people around me really, really, really small, just because I don't like negativity. Like I will cry, it hurts me, it pains me, it doesn't go with me. Like let's do the me thing. So another thing, I missed one thing, let me just put it in there before I end this video. Another thing that I struggled with, especially I think I realized it this December, is deciding. I get this habit of, I don't want to make plans because there's always something that comes in the way, something always happens. And I remember my sister talking to me in Cameroon. She was like, Gillian, you don't have plan, I cannot walk with you. She was like, I don't get it, what's your plan, where are you going to next, where are you visiting? And I'm like, I will take the day as it comes, because first of all, the traffic in Cameroon, the uncertainties, there's too much uncertainty. Some days we get stuck on the road for like 3 hours because of traffic, or because of one thing or the other, which I don't really want to talk about. But it's just like all those uncertainties, I'm like, I'm not making any program, because I make the program and if it doesn't go as planned, I end up like mad and I don't want to do anything anymore. And I'm like, I'm not making a plan, I'm just going to take the day as it goes, which gives me a sense of calmness. But then you cannot live your life without having plans, making plans, telling yourself, okay, this is what I'll do, this is what I'll do, this is what I'll do. So I've just told myself, go ahead and make the plans. Whatever comes out of it, you made the plan. If it doesn't go as planned, make plan B. If it does, that's something that David is very good at. Like David, he will make a plan and make a plan B and make a plan C before the day comes. Like he's like, okay, tomorrow we'll do this, but if it doesn't work, then we'll do this. But if it doesn't work, then we'll do this. These are my 3 options. So that's something I want to do. I don't know if I can do 3 options, but I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make a plan. If it doesn't work out, maybe I can do a plan B the day before the activity, or maybe I can do a plan B on the spot. But I'm not just going to give up and say, my plan did not work, I'm tired of making plans. That's something that I'm going to try. I'm going to try not to do, because I hate making plans and they don't go as planned. But that's life. That's something that we have to deal with. There's just so much control we can have over other people and our environment. So when you make plans, especially if it has to do, if other people have a certain level of control, like you cannot have complete control over the highway. If you're traveling, you never know, you can get to road construction, you can get pulled over, and you're like, oh, I have to be in, take for example Arizona by 5 p.m. and you get somewhere and there's traffic, there's that. Those are the things that you cannot control, and those are the things that piss me off. I'm like, I made the plan to be here at 5 and I'm not here at 5. Now every other thing is screwed over. So I'm just like, I'm not making plans. Whenever I get there, I get there. No, I'm going to make plans, and if it doesn't work, we do a plan B. This 2022, we are doing 2 plans, plan A and plan B. Maybe 2023, we'll do a plan 1, 2, and 3. Like, we'll just move forward. I'm taking all of that and just being a better person. Sorry about the hair flip. But it's kind of nice though. Oh, okay. So that's about it. Those are the things that I have learned. Those are the things that I'm taking with me, and those are the things that I'm leaving behind. This was a nice conversation. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you want to engage, if you just want to add whatever, put it in the comment section and I will do my best to reply. And before you leave, if you haven't, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, comment, share, and I'll see you guys in our next video. Bye.